Here are 2 world record speedruns of the cute 2023 indie beat-em-up title, Ruff City. These runs were performed live on my stream as I was preparing to play this game at AGDQ 2025. The first run you will see is the fastest glitchless playthrough of this game so far, while the second run is almost a minute faster with the use of a very impactful infinite weapon glitch. Both runs are the result of playing this game very often for about a month, though these 2 runs kind of came out of nowhere while I was just practicing. Therefore, I was not running a timer during these runs, and I have included a timer after the fact. That's why I may speak with uncertainty about how fast the runs were completed. I don't have any current plans to challenge these times, and so these will stand as the runs that anyone else can come in and try to beat. Enjoy the runs!
Yeah, it's just the cherry on top of a very, very cute game. Let's do one more run. Last run on stream before the event, and I'm gonna keep doing some offline runs with, like, practicing my full commentary and everything. I don't want to bash everybody over the head with all of my, like, saying the same things every time. I'm surprised. He's 1 hit away. Or 2 hits away. That's interesting. I forgot to use the short super there. Nice super armor. Guess I'm bringing the weapon all the way over here. Wow, I'm pretty sure this is a fast stage 1. This has world record potential, for now. But now I don't have the super attack charged. I lost some value of damage there. At least she got stuck. Very nice. That was a really good sequence. And she didn't get stuck in the air. And she's stuck here. Beautiful. This is an incredible Pugma fight. She's almost down, and she got stuck again. That's probably the best Pugma fight I've ever had. This is world record pace. Unreal. Good stage 1 into great Pugma fight. I'm gonna not get my hopes up. I'm probably gonna highlight that stage 1 anyway. It's already awesome to have it go that well. It doesn't have to end up being a world record. And he got stuck. Or else it would have been a good beginning to this stage, but he cost a ton of time there. Nice. Too bad that guy didn't come over. Still good. Still world record pace. Let's see what the enemies do here. He came over, that's nice. That's very nice. They're just barely too far away. Pickup didn't work. That train stopped me from going over there. Oh, and I missed. Oh my god, I just completely threw this run. I just completely threw the run, and now the train is in the way. Oh, wow, it's no longer world record pace. And it has a gigantic blemish. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I moved over to the right. I thought that the tank was already taken out, and I moved over to the right too early, and then I incited him into his invincible attack. That's such a shame. Good ending, though. If this does end up being world record, then I'm gonna really rue that mistake, but the kiddies decided to cooperate to try and soften the blow. But Jim decided to not be in hittable range there, and he did a very early jump rope attack, so this is not a good start. And he's doing this sequence. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Try and get some jabs in. Oh shoot, that wasted my short super. Whoa, he waited a long time there. Yep, I wondered how close I was to skipping that crucial cycle. Oh man. That's a shame, but that's okay. Now for stage 3, where good paces... Well, stage 3 and 4 is where good paces go to die. It's so difficult for everything to keep going right here. What's going on? Why didn't my attacks keep coming out? That's okay, though. The end went well. Nice. Oh, shoot. 2 tanks, you say? Well, that's not good. And somebody's... I do not have a long super for the unluckies. And they all spawn in the same place. That would have been nice to have. Okay. Average slot machine. There is a 2-player mode where there's a different character, but I think it's mostly just a clone of Lucky with, like, beige coloring. I'm not sure what their name is, and wow, this stage is broken. That cat doesn't even really target you correctly, but that was nice. Came right over to me, and I'm just going to do this. Whoa, that was the play! That was the play! It's never gone that well before. Where are you going? Oh, I got the movement glitch, and it refuses to let me... You see how freaking far away that weapon is that it forced me to pick up there? Picking up in this game is really messed up. No way. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Alright, time to dance. I got the really slow strikes for some reason. I'm not sure why that happens. This could still be world record pace. But it's gonna come down to all the luck in stage 4. I've done what I can up till now. We need all the tanks to cooperate. We need everybody to cooperate. And there he goes. Alright. The biggest gauntlet of the run. So much luck, so much crap. Here we go. That's a good start. That's a great start. But that gave the unluckies time to separate. What does the gate say? The run is green! Well, we'll see if the tanks agree. What? That was bad. Wasted time by not taking out the puck immediately, but that I'm trying to set up being able to take out the tanks at the same time with a super attack right now! I did it. That's the very crucial tank sequence that going well there. I need the kitty to cooperate. Hi, Lucky. Can you pet me really hard? Now for the elevator. Another big luck gauntlet here. No idea what pace I'm on. Still, the biggest blemish was in stage 2, and that was completely my fault. You decided to be on the exact opposite side of the room. That's unfortunate. Now for the tanks. What do the tanks decide to do? Do they even come in and let me hit them? Do they let me beat them up to beat them up? No way. Well, that's the run dead. The game said no. At the last possible moment, the game did not let me beat him up to beat him up. I just lost like 6 or 7 seconds because I wasn't able to fight that guy. And these guys are very separated as well. Well, that was fun. I'm pretty sure that had a chance to world record. Everything, except for my big mistake in stage 2, everything went really well. And then the game said no. That's a Saria game. That's Ruff City, that's beat 'em ups, that's speedrunning. But this is still gonna be a highlight. I'm still gonna highlight this run. Look at you go! Can you go any farther? I know the answer is no. Let's finish this out. Oh no, he's hot. I might try to go super aggressive here because I have no other choice if I'm gonna try and squeeze out. I don't know what pace I'm on. I don't know how close this is or not is to being world record. Oh, so many inputs were eaten there. That was ridiculous. That was close. Oh, he went out of sequence. But I was ready. And time. That's gonna be really close. That might be around a 13:30. That's a really, really, really good run. I made a big mistake in stage 2, and I got one of the worst possible cases of luck in the elevator in the final stage. That tank was basically the least behaving I've ever seen. Wow. Great run. That's an incredible last run before AGDQ on stream. That's my best run that I performed live of this category. And I'm gonna retime it and see what happened. I expected it to just... The game just kept giving me good luck, except for that last frickin' tank. Except for the tank. The only thing that went so wrong was right at the last moment when you can just punch you in the face. And it's a beat 'em up, and it punched me in the face. It did not let me beat 'em up the beat 'em up. Thank you so much, Red. Thank you for the GGs. I hope you all enjoyed that run. I hope you have all enjoyed my playing of Ruff City in the lead up to playing it at AGDQ 2025. I'm so unbelievably stoked to be able to be on stage at an event that has meant so much to me for more than a decade now, and with a game that just has a nice energy to me, and I feel like it represents the simple joy of making games. I'm going to mention that on stage as well. I just feel like it has a good vibe to it, and this is just cool. What time and what day is my run? It is Monday, January 6th, around 4:32 a.m. Eastern Time. That's what it's set for right now. That's subject to change, of course, when the marathon does its thing, but that's what it's looking like right now. 4:32 in the morning on the East Coast. And the run will probably be nowhere near that good, but it's very unlikely that something terrible is going to happen, too. But that was... I'm going to retime that for sure. I might be surprised, and it might still be a world record, even with the massive blemishes. My mistake and the terrible luck at the end. Welcome, Tim the Cringe. I'm just finishing up with this part of the stream. I'm going to move into some Super Mario 64. I'm going to finish that game. I just performed 2 speedruns of Ruff City. The second one was a steaming pace. It was an incredible run. Just 2 things went wrong, and that might have cost me world record, but it was a very, very good run. Too bad it didn't all go right, but this is speedrunning. That almost never happens, unless you're Suigi. But even his perfect run wasn't perfect. Okay, that was all very... sentient. Doesn't matter. That should be perfect. Let's be careful now. Hey, Zyzy. Sorry, I'll read that in a moment. Yeah, that'll be great. I figured that a lot of people from the server might actually be up during that time. Everybody else in my life will not be, but, like, all those people. Hey, Quillsoft, welcome. Yeah, there are lots of dogs making pained noises, unfortunately, but it's still a cute and unassuming game. And I've activated an infinite weapon glitch here. This is not supposed to be happening. Ow. I do wonder if this glitch is going to still be in the game after AGDQ, because I wonder if the developers will see it and say, I don't know about that, and patch it. But that'd be okay, because it is a bit BS. It's not nearly as consistent to actually activate as I thought it was, and so it's not as fun to do runs with as I thought it was. Goodbye. Forever. Why'd you go that way? Why are you going that... Okay. Yeah, I wonder as well. That should maybe work? It did, okay. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. That was all very frustrating. Yep, and that's frustrating too. Not a good sequence there. I do not know if my weapon would have hit there. Come on. Pretty bad luck through that level. But we have 2 weapon glitches so far. Jim the Gym Rat. Yeah, I do wonder if they're in a position where they can just see the game and be like, oh, we're gonna patch this. Oh my goodness. He's very squirrely right now. He's probably like 1 hit away here. Oh, a lot farther than I thought. Okay. Now for the hardest parts of the game to try and do with weapon glitches. Slot machine time. I missed everybody. That should work. Where are you going? How many people are stuck on the top? Goodbye. And we got the lucky unluckies. Okay, so 1 more major weapon glitch to get, and it's the hardest one to get. But we've got all the ones that I'm looking for so far. There goes the cat. That missed? I cannot hit this cat. That cat's gone again. Very bad beginning here. Nobody's cooperating. Absolutely nobody. He's gone too. That was horrendous. Nobody cooperated. And he was almost gone. That happens a lot. He's so gone. This is some of the worst luck I've seen in this part of the level. Alright, here we go. I have to get this glitch now, or else the run's dead. That should be it. He's gone. It's such a shame that this entire stage 3 went so horribly. But that's the way it goes, it's speedrunning. Alright, let's see how the rest of the game goes. Hopefully we can do the dance here. The GDQ bump, yeah. Just dancing with a friend. Beautiful. Okay. Now we've got a lot of luck coming up here in this last stage. Very good. There was a follow just now. Thank you so much for that follow. Alright, what does the gate say? The gate says the run is dead. Oh no, it has rejected us. That means all the tanks are going to be very bad to us coming up. Oh no. Here we go, we'll find out. That was very good. Here we go, tank time. I'm not gonna have my super attack, which is really scary. Yeah, they're too separated. And now I can't hit him. That's pretty average tank luck, unfortunately, which means it was really bad. The cat came right over, though. That's rare. That saves some time. Hey, Tom... Tom the Blue Boy Fox, welcome. Got a very big luck section coming up right here in this Ruff City speedrun. Gotta hope everybody comes up to where I can hit them in this elevator. And that's the most blocking I've ever seen in my entire life. That guy was unhittable. Here we go, time for the tanks. This decides the entire run. Will these tanks actually be hittable? Will he come up? That guy refused to be hit, which is a bit annoying, but could have been worse. What about the unluckies? Will they actually be hittable? That's the earliest attacking I've ever seen from an unlucky. Okay, let's not choke here. This should be a fairly clean run if I get the 3 cycle and everything. That was a bad start. And there he goes, all the way over there. Okay, that should be enough. Sorry, I'll be able to chat more in a moment here after I finish this run here. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, let's dance around. Shoot. Very nice. Got the dodge. My B button's not working. Shoot. Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell. I was at a really awkward timing there. Man, I completely choked this final boss. That's a shame. Whatever. Not a clean run at the end. At least we got that dodge. Alright, let's just do this now. There we go, that's the run. Alright, probably not a sub 14, but we got all of the major weapon glitches I was going for. Stage 3 was really unfortunate. I got really terrible luck all the way through. Got some pretty bad luck in Stage 2 as well, but... And then I played the final form of the final boss not very well, but that should be a world record in Ruff City any percent, including the weapon glitch. Very glad to have that out of the way. And the tanks, I didn't get very unfortunate tank luck outside the elevator. Inside the elevator was okay, except for the fact that one of the wolves wasn't very nice. But I'm pretty satisfied with that. I had a much better pace than this one offline yesterday, but I'm not gonna complain, really. I'm pretty happy with that. It's nice to have that out of the way. A good example of Ruff City any % with 4 weapon glitches and nothing going absolutely horrendously wrong. It's a shame that I missed one of the short super dodges on the final boss, but whatever. I made up for it at the end. Probably lost about 3 or 4 seconds to the final boss as a result. But yes, welcome Tom the Blue Boy Fox. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yep, that's what practice is for indeed. And that's, funny enough, that's... Oh, I was not locally recording. Thankfully, no drop frames. That's very nice. Okay, I got away with one there. I was not locally recording. Hopefully, everything encodes properly and stuff online so I can save that VOD. Yes, this is a 2023 indie beat-em-up game called Ruff City. Yeah, it's very cute. So it's short, it's straightforward. It doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, and I don't think it has to.